Well, this episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS had a lot revealed in it today. I think we should start off probably with the biggest thing. The Light Ignis and the Wind Ignis, I guess, are confirmed evil, or at least their goals don't coexist with our human goals, in the fact that they do not want to coexist with us humans. The other big reveal, I think on the big same level, is Revolver has finally made a comeback, and he has a snazzy new look, so Revolver 2.0. I think I like his new look. I think it looks good. So this episode opens up with the Dark Ignis Eye having won a crossword competition, which was created by one of the Ignises, and that led to what was a fake Cyberse world that Windy had created, which I thought was quite interesting looking at the design of it. So it sort of had like a hole in the middle with a data stream going up. Then it kind of had like a neutral city going all around it, and then on each of the corners there were 5 different cities themed after each one of the Ignises. There was, did I say 5? I meant 6. There was a wind one, a water one, a fire one, an earth one, a light one, and a dark one. I actually quite like the design of that. I thought that looked really cool. I think if that was the real Cyberse world, you know what? Not the Cyberse world, the VRAINS world. I thought it's quite a cool design. I kind of wish this had been implemented into the Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS world kind of thing. I think it could have been quite good, because everybody likes the fact that Yu-Gi-Oh! GX had 3 separate sort of dorms. You had the Slifer Red, the Obelisk Blue, and the Ra Yellow. And people like that kind of thing. And I feel like they could have done something like that with the Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS. As in, like, maybe they used the Cyberse Ignis's data to build the VRAINS world with. So everybody gets sorted into, like, an attribute category, or whatever type of deck they play, they get that attribute category in their deck kind of thing. So then you can have like a dark city, a fire city, and you can travel around to all these different places, and then like the better duelists go into the more central thing around the data storm. That's where there's more data storms, where all the speed duels happen. I don't know, I feel like you could have built this world a little tiny bit better, but I'm still enjoying it regardless though. Anyway, while I is in the fake Cyberse world, he's chatting to Windy, and then we get a reveal. It turns out we finally get to see the Light Ignis. I kind of knew straight away he was going to be evil. The way he was talking, he was very monotone, very calculated in the way he spoke. And I saw the little twist come in where he was going to reveal he was evil. They were talking about Aqua possibly being the one that was the traitor. They know there's one of the Cyberses are traitors, one of the Ignises, sorry. And they think it still could be Aqua. I don't think the Light Ignis or the Wind Ignis were the ones that instigated everything that has gone on so far. I still think it could have been Aqua. Aqua could have known about maybe rumblings of people going against the humans, so that is how it happened. I still wouldn't be surprised if Aqua turned out to be evil, because I is so against it, it could be true, but we'll see how that one goes down. So the Light Ignis and the Wind Ignis, they're pretty fair. They're pretty okay villains so far. They're just talking about they want to become the surpasser of humanity, because when humans all die, when the sun explodes and melts everyone on Earth, at least the AIs will live on. That's their logic anyway. And I was fine with this kind of thought path, but then it got revealed that no, these guys are in evil because they can't bother to wait for that. They're just, how about we just get rid of all the humans? Let's just make them slaves so they can fix us up and stuff. We won't need to do that for too long, then we can just kind of, you know. So yeah, I just thought that was a bit silly. They could have gone about it in a much more peaceful and better way. Like, go with Yusaku's idea of coexisting, and then just slowly sort of overthrow him is a more calculated way to do it. If they're so sophisticated, you feel like they would make decisions based on that. But I guess their detriment is the fact that they're so cold. Windy doesn't give a crap, really, if people get hurt, because he sees them as nothing more as just, I don't know, I guess like bugs or whatever. And I think Lightning is what he's been called, feels the same way. I, of course, is asked to join them, and Yusaku turns up. I says, in a way, no, let me just think about it for a bit. Me and Yusaku will figure out a way to coexist with you guys. And they can't bother to wait for that, so they go to dismantle I, but somebody comes in the nick of time to save the day, and it's Revolver. Surprising. I didn't expect that, so that's why I didn't put it in the thumbnail. I was very tempted to do it, but I didn't expect Revolver making an appearance this episode, so we'll keep that one as a little non-spoiler thing. But yeah, having Revolver back into the fray, I think is good. I hope he's had like a little bit of an updated deck or something. I like his new look. I think it looks pretty suave, and I don't think we'll be getting a duel in the next episode. I think it's just going to be talking about how they can peacefully resolve this, because I can see that Yusaku is making sense to the Light Ignis after a little while. The one thing I want to mention that happened early on in the episode, they have that little robot thing that Yusaku keeps at home, like follow Yusaku around. And there's a bit where she's like outside and she's like, wow, this is the real world. I've only ever seen this on like soap operas and stuff. And then that little butterfly comes down. And I really thought she was going to do the meme where it's like, is this a butterfly? That meme? But she didn't say that exactly. But I'm going to make it right here so it is perfect. Made me laugh. Something else worth mentioning as well. When did Yusaku learn to tap into Neo's ability inside of the Matrix? He has a moment where he's just walking. He's like, I should be around here somewhere. Where could he be? I know what I'll do. I'll close my eyes and sense him. So he does that and he senses him. I think we did have something... We had something similar to that before. It was when he was with Ghost Girl, I think, and he could sense something. He knew something was going to happen. He had like an AI sense or a cyber sense. I forgot what they called it, but this was something completely different. He saw the world in a digital, like, mainframe point of view, and he was able to sense exactly where I was. I was like, when did he learn this? Shenanigans. I mean, I don't mind him having that ability. Just give me some context first that I know he can do that. I will have to say, though, I feel like this episode went quite quickly. I like the sort of all the reveals that we had in this episode. It makes it seem really strong. But then when you sort of go back and look at it, it's just kind of things kind of escalated very fast. The Light Ignis sort of turned evil really quickly as well. There was not really much mystery to that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's a perfect episode. I don't think the second season of Yu-Gi-Oh! VRAINS has been as good as the first season, in my opinion, but we still have a lot of time left until this season is done, so I'm just curious to see what kind of things they can do. I mean, we still have another mystery here. Who is the person that is wielding the Light Ignis? We see the shadowy figure of him, but we don't know who it is. I think it could be Bowman. He's the person that's been using Bowman and all them, so he's the mastermind behind all of that. Could be, anyway. One last thing worth mentioning, I've seen a couple people say that they would like to see a Divine Ignis come out of nowhere, and I have a proposition for you. We've learned in this episode that you can break down one of the Ignises and then reabsorb it into another one of the Ignises. So how about all of the Ignises get broken down, mesh together, or just one Ignis does this, and they collectively become a Divine Ignis, and they become the final antagonist of the series. Could be good. But anyway, guys, let me know what you thought in the comment section below. What did you think of this episode, and what do you think of the whole story so far? Let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Catch you later.